interesting for WACK100. As WACK100 has come to stick his nose in my business, he is attempting to discredit me. He would love for y'all to feel like I'm not a person that you should listen to, specifically because I've been catching him in a lot of lies. Now, today, he comes and decides that he wants to speak on behalf of battle rapper Sue Surf, speak on Sue Surf's case, and, you know, try to defend Sue Surf's reputation with regard to these snitching allegations. Now, everybody upset with me. Like I said, man, I ain't the one that typed up the paperwork.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap NTN and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. Good news you can use. You're not finna get on my Calogito, big dog. And don't get upset with Byron Blake because he did not write the paperwork. He just reported the story. We've been to his Contiana, man. Big love. Big shout out to the homie Byron Blake doing his thing in these YouTube streets. Shout out to bro. Always giving him love. Always giving support. Big love to Byron Blake. Finish up into this Contiana without no further ado, man. Let's slide into this Contiana. Byron Blake, WACK100 exposed. WACK100 exposes and embarrasses himself in a Twitter space room. Let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm just telling you what it is, you know. So anyway, Wack decides he gonna come and make the statement that, well, I ain't gonna tell y'all the statement he made. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna run the clips. And then I'm going to tell y'all what I think about it. And then I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to decide what y'all think about it based on that information. Then you can put it down in the comment section. But yeah, it get real interesting. Now, if you don't know, this whole thing is about Sue Surf and whether or not he cooperated in his plea agreement. And a lot of people trying to blur the lines. It's really an open and shut thing. But, you know, when people are trying to defend somebody, they try to get real technical. So after all of the information that's been put out, the story was originally that he and his co-defendants all agreed to take the charges. They all agreed they would plead out. Well, we brought up some paperwork that showed a couple of his co-defendants were still trying to fight the case after people started taking pleas. So obviously everybody didn't agree to plead out. Now, it's really open and shut, like I said, but Wack would decide that he wanted to pull up on Twitter and give his take on things. And this is what he had to say as far as the plea agreement and how it affects.
Watch Wack put his foot all down his throat. Not the only thing he puts down his throat, but right now we're not talking about that.
The case.
On this
so
factual
basis, it say he conspired with he pleaded guilty and said yes to conspiring with other members to move drugs across state lines.
Okay.
The other nigga on the case filed a motion 4-5 months later and said, "Man, I ain't conspired with nobody to move no drugs."
Okay, so slow down.
Bro, that's your
did it
own interpretation. That's your own personal interpretation.
Hold on.
Bro.
No, hold on.
No, it's not. That's black and white.
No, hold on. Yo, listen. Byron.
Hold on. Everybody stand down. Hold on. Hey, go ahead, Wack. Everybody be quiet.
Listen, bro, this is not I'm not a Seuss. I don't know the nigga. Don't give a fuck about the nigga. I'm just gonna get down to the facts. I ain't coming to defend nothing.
If you know Wack, you know he always try to play it like this, man. I don't care about it. I ain't trying to defend nothing. But we also know that he don't do nothing without a motive. So if you don't care about it, what exactly would be your motive?
Everything he do is with a motive. There is no goodness in his heart. So Wack can't do nothing out of the goodness of his heart because there ain't no goodness in his heart at all.
For coming over here and indulging in this conversation with me and trying to make me appear to be wrong. You know, like, what if you don't care, what you here for? But okay, I allow him to attempt to make a point, but I already had something lined up for him. I had a chess move already in motion. He thought he was coming to get something out of me, but I was really about to get something out of him. Check this out.
So what I'm saying is,
you started their case.
He definitely did. I got the paperwork.
He didn't, bro.
Listen, I have the paperwork.
Man, they homie got caught on the block.
That's a whole nother conversation. Let's keep it right here on Surf. If you want to run the big U shit, I got all them documents too. Right? We got all that. We been had all that.
I'm telling you that you're not even credible in this shit right here.
Okay, no.
Now, just for clarity purposes, y'all just heard him say Big U started the indictment and he got the paperwork.
Yeah. He always got paperwork that don't nobody ever get to see.
Y'all heard me tell him he's not credible. You're not credible at all, bro. Just off the fact that you said that, and I'm looking at this paperwork and seeing what I'm seeing, I'm knowing you not credible at all. You literally just saying that man's name, throwing him around in different cases at this point. But yeah, let's keep going.
No, listen.
That's not factual, bro.
See, listen. See, what you don't understand, what we was trying to prove about Big U was this. In 2020, 2021, you was named in the RICO case, an indictment of the Rolling 60s in motherfucking New Jersey. All your social media and your phone number is also here, right? It's no way you gonna continue on them same socials and that same phone number, calling around LA and calling your homeboys, doing all this other shit, knowing your motherfucking phone is hot for the next 4 years. That was our reason for showing that. You get what I'm saying?
So that's your theory. Now, this is a prime example of what I mean. And I want y'all to pay close attention because this serious. Y'all, this somebody's life, freedom on the line, right? He said.
Here go the thing too. You talking about talking on the hot phone? That's why they say Wack is a snitch, because he was talking on the hot phone. That's why niggas that heard the whole CS2 back situation. You knew your phone was hot. You knew your phone was hot. You knew your phone was hot. But yet you kept talking on it, kept talking on it, kept talking on it, kept talking on it. Snitching.
He did start the indictment. I got the paperwork. Now he's saying that the reason why he said Big U was hot is because Big U's name came up in that indictment and he stayed on the same phone and kept using the same social medias, which is not an issue for somebody who not committing crimes. You know, if he not doing nothing and he know he not doing nothing, why would he be changing anything? That is that simple. But if his introduction to all of this paperwork was this indictment and all they mentioned was that these guys was reaching out to him via social media and all this different stuff, then how did he start the indictment? That's all I'm saying. You got on the internet and told everybody he started the indictment. We just covered it. We just did a video and covered it. They homie got pulled over. He had bags on him and he had his cell phone. They got the subpoena for the phone. They get in the phone. They go through all these niggas' social media. That's how they got these niggas messages of them saying all of this different stuff. That's how Surf got charged with the guns again for the second time. Because he got charged, got off, and then went on Instagram and admitted to this shit in his DM, and they got the messages. That's not him starting the case, bro. But you came to the internet with that narrative and had all of these battle rap people running around talking about Big U snitched on Sue Surf. This is the type of stuff that Wack does for content. This is the type of stuff that he does to get his name mentioned in.
Hey, Wack will full-blown lie. Like, not even create false narratives. Wack will full-blown lie. Lie to get a situation going, just to get his name into a headline.
In certain circles, because that's all he really after. That's the only reason he jumped into this space today, is because he see the traction around this and he just wanted to get his name mentioned and bring up some other paperwork that he got and how that's been presented and try to discredit me at the same time because he know I've been working a number on him over here, you know? But yeah, let's keep going.
No, it's not a theory. He still was operating up under the same number.
But hey, Byron,
whether or not
listen, but we're not even talking about that. Let's get back. Listen, let's get back to this.
I got black and white to show that dude said I didn't do it and Surf said we did. He don't got no black and white that show that Big U was.
Listen, we ain't talking about Big U right now. We're talking about Sue Surf.
Okay, but
if the nigga guilty, he guilty. Why you so defensive?
Because you don't.
I'm not here to defend the nigga,
bro. You're not credible.
Okay,
to me.
Listen.
Why are you so defensive? Because you're not credible. You're not credible.
I'm very credible.
Now, he thought that he was coming to show me up, right? Y'all see how you like, oh, we not talking about Big U right now. But you come in showing somebody else paperwork, trying to use that as an example of how the paperwork should look in this case, when we all know the paperwork is not uniform at all. Not even plea agreements. But in any case, he's like, oh, we not talking about that, trying to deflect. But I'm doing that on purpose because I know that he is trying to work his way. He trying to weasel his way into this battle rap thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he trying to weasel his way into this particular circle because he see how fanned out niggas be when he come around, and that could be of some use to him. That is exactly what happened. A million niggas ran the content saying WACK check Byron or WACK did this, and the whole time he didn't do nothing but scream and talk in circles. But he knows that he can get that off. So what I was doing was taking this opportunity to let the people with sense know exactly how non-credible this dude is. You know, you can't give him no credibility at all. None. Because he literally talks in circles and throws accusations in the air just for the sake of it. The things that he would like to accuse me of doing is what he actually does. So, yeah, WACK thought he had me fired up, right? But I really was working the number on him. Again, I told y'all I got him figured out. He know it, too. He know I got him figured out.
Right? Listen, you only doing the shit you doing because you watching what we've been doing.
And I've been doing this shit. I've been doing this shit.
Okay, so here we go. So, Byron, here we go. Here we go. Not on the internet, though.
In the streets.
Not bringing the streets to the internet. That's a WACK100 thing. Everybody know this.
Nah, that's not a WACK100 thing, because WACK100 can't go on the streets. He's only on the internet because he can't go outside.
Oh, I'm doing this because this is my character, though. It ain't got nothing to do with what another nigga doing. This is my character anyway.
My question to you, in this document that you have, did they name names outside of Sue Surf name?
Man, it's his plea. Why the fuck would they be naming other people's names? He pleaded guilty to doing
because like the Pooh Shicey's proffer, it names names.
And what?
And Pooh's proffer, it names names.
That's a factual basis. That's the what you saying is a factual proffer.
What WACK is saying just sounds dumb, and Byron Blake is destroying him.
The same thing as him on here.
Okay, I'm asking you, like in Pooh Shicey's proffer, he is signing, saying that it's ratting. These other people did these crimes, right? You ain't supposed to do that. So I'm asking you, in Sue Surf's paperwork, which you have, are there names named particular saying they was involved in moving drugs or doing any other crime?
In the indictment, everybody got overt acts, right? Right?
Bro,
hold on.
I'm talking about
in the RICO indictment, everybody has overt acts.
We're not talking about that.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
talking about your one specific document.
Everybody has overt acts, right?
Bro,
The indictment alleges...
You're putting emphasis on this one particular document. I can show you the Pooh Shicey's factual proffer, and his name's in there. So I'm asking you, are there names named in this document?
If you say you conspiring,
well then nigga, you can't call him a rat. If it ain't no names named, you can't call the nigga a rat.
Now, this is where we get to the good part, right? This is where it get real good because y'all heard me ask WACK. In the indictment, they have overt acts, right? Everybody has overt acts. He skipped over that because all along, all he wanted to say was, if they don't name names, you can't call them a rat, you know? And I think WACK got some paperwork where he telling a story or saying something, and he ain't say nobody name though, so he trying to set the stage for that because he know I've been hot on his trail, right? I'm hot on his trail. So yeah, I knew
So it's pretty much easy to see from anybody with eyes that WACK is a snitch. Got it.
That's what he was pushing for as soon as he said, in the proffer, does it name names? And he wanted to say something about somebody else's paperwork and all that. I knew that's what he was aiming for. But this is where, you know, I flexed the muscle at, right? Because as I asked him, in the indictment, they have overt acts, right? He wouldn't respond because he knows that this is the truth. This is the real. This is what's really up. Now, I'm about to play this other clip for y'all of what he said later in this conversation.
Listen to me. No, I don't know the nigga. Listen to me.
Man.
The overt actions from the investigation is what has identified the members that are part of the enterprise. That means their phone conversations, niggas getting caught doing whatever they was doing, right?
Now, according to what this guy just said, Surf and his homies were identified by their overt acts, the things that the government found on them, right? And if you look at the actual documents, you'll see that the government says Cox committed overt acts in furtherance of the enterprise, and then they list his overt acts. Now, these overt acts are the different crimes that each associate is accused of committing. And this is why Surf and all his people keep saying everybody had their own charges, because everybody had their own overt acts that fell under count 1 of the racketeering indictment. So you charged with racketeering, but everybody had different roles that they played in furtherance of the gang. Now, like I said, Surf overt acts are listed right here. And as y'all can see, it says WW. Now, if you look at this other document, it says Warden has worked with enterprise members and associates to distribute controlled substances. Multiple examples of Warden involvement in drug activity, which constitute predicate acts in furtherance of the enterprise, are detailed in the indictment. For example, as detailed in overt act WW. On or about October 6, 2020, Warden and Cox, Sue Surf, discussed a plan to distribute marijuana. It's right there. These two have the same overt act, WW, a plan to distribute controlled substances. That's conspiring with other members to move marijuana across state lines. That's what they mean. These two have the same. So if they are identified by these overt acts, then these two, this overt act connects these two. Surf don't gotta say his name.
Nah, it's pretty much lining it all up. Like, 1 + 1 is equal to easy 2 for sure.
Already identify him by the overt acts. Now, when Surf is pleading out, if you look at line 5, it says, I just want to highlight a few areas there as it relates to Schedule A. I'm on page 9, Mr. Cox. And it indicates specifically as it relates to count 1, that is a RICO conspiracy, and it outlines certain facts under that, specifically as to, Act 1, Racketeering Act 1, Aggravated Assault, and Racketeering Act 2, Drug Conspiracy. They then ask him, Mr. Cox, were you a member of the Rolling 60s gang? He answers, yes, ma'am. Then, did you conspire, that is, agree with other members and associates of the enterprise to commit at least 2 criminal acts in furtherance of the enterprise? He says yes. They then ask him, were you a leader or organizer? He says yes. They then ask him, did you commit overt acts in furtherance of the conspiracy? He says yes. Now, you really got to pay attention to this part right here, because when they ask him, did he commit overt acts in furtherance of the conspiracy? And he says yes. They then say, for example, now they are listing specific overt acts that he participated in that furthered the conspiracy and the enterprise, right? They ask him, on or about January 29th of 2018, were you convicted of shooting at a rival gang member? He says yes. They then say, during that same time period, did you knowingly and intentionally conspire with other members and associates of the enterprise to distribute and possess with intent to distribute at least 40 but less than 60 kilograms of marijuana across state lines? He says, yes, ma'am. Now, they close this plea hearing out saying, is it fair to say that at the time...
Sheesh, that's an ugly confession.
You are pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty? He says, yes, ma'am. The court then asks the government, is there anything that they would like to put on the record? And they list 5 things. They start off with saying, first, the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crip is an enterprise as defined by, the statute that makes it a gang. Second, the activities of the enterprise affected interstate commerce. So they telling y'all they was crossing state lines with this. That's what makes it federal. Third, members and associates of the enterprise engaged in a pattern of racketeering activity, and they state the law. Fourth, the Rolling 60s Crip gang is a structured entity with a core of personnel which has remained intact through the years, and the group has an existence separate from the commission of any specific racketeering act. So, let's get on the record too that the 60s do have structure. They do have a hierarchy. there is someone at the top of this food chain. Fifth, had this gone to trial, the United States could have proven each and every element of count 1 and 3 beyond a reasonable doubt. So they saying, they putting it on the record that if this would have gone to trial, they could prove that what they said in overt act WW that.
Yeah, man, this is a whole bunch going on. But we're going to let y'all catch the rest of this at Byron Blake's channel. We'll get to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free. Everyone, please free. We go.
How many shots to the center of a freak, nigga? 3 in his ass, lick his stomach, smell his pink, nigga. They throwing shots, time to see if them pussy niggas can take it. The nigga whack is a snitch and the jolly niggas are rapists. See, Lush was on to something, tried to act like it was nothing. Said you ain't know that freaky ass taker you was frontin'. Munchie ain't fucking with you and Spider-Loc ain't gon' save you. If you wanted, you gon' take it. Stop the freaky ass behaviors. Let's get straight to the point, see, we ain't gotta wait for later. Nigga with your last name kidnapped that girl before he raped her. Said the moms of gang members don't deserve no piece of prayers. When General butt naked, the kid Tesher is your savior. You ain't gotta stall me out, cause I ain't asking for no favors. Get it cracking right now, we ain't gotta wait for later. Walked into your own building, heard my voice, and then you ducked away. Was humble like a bitch, cause you a hoe, stay in your fucking place. That nigga whack and slut and pathetic Flacco's a fucking lame. Whack ain't come outside because he hiding from his fucking gang. Talking like you tough when niggas spitting in your fucking face. T-Row didn't quit, you wouldn't even know your fucking name. Whack in front of Adam, but Adam is how he do you. See, Flacco lied on me and then Whack told me to sue you. Treated Whack like a bitch, you should've seen it, it was beautiful. Now every single week that nigga jolly on my pupil. Is it Fred or is it Frederick? Is it Dave or is it David? All thighs on me. Flock of belly, now you famous. Type of creep nigga is you. How are you and Dave related? Nigga, no means no. You should've told him not to take it. I'm really in the field, you niggas stuck inside the matrix. From BET to the Knicks, down in Compton where your face is. That nigga real jolly got some freaky ass cases. Tryna fake fight Lush cause Adam wanted you to face. You wanna be like academics, making videos like point and shoot. You and Dave the same ass lane. We know the fucking truth. Brick ain't say this shit is a play, cause he don't fuck with you. He not gon' get involved when them real shooters come for you. If you grew up in the land, them thirsties, they would've humbled you. Grew up with them lions, I promise they would've hunted you. I get disrespectful, the next time I'ma punish you. You dirty fat bitch, I swear to God I see the bum in you. Niggas say they shooters till it's time to bring them guns out. Lose can't read and Whack lost his wife to Clubhouse. Treat Whack like a bitch, mark him out before he snitch again. Flocko, when I see you, I'ma show you the type of bitch you is. Niggas say they see me, they pullin' blick out. I promise that this Glock can make you sit down. Drum with a cooler, one for you, one for your brother. Wrap the string around the mop, sound like your dumb ass when you stutter. Swear to God, nigga.
Wait, bro, wait. Again, wait though. Just right, Joe, bro. Wait though, right? I do want to